No worries. We didn't forget you. We would never forget you. Welcome to the StarSeries iLeague Season 5 Asian Qualifier after we already had Tyloo qualifying. We're going to now see either VG.Flash, who performed yesterday perfectly against Roar, or on the other hand 5POWER, the only team that made it out of the regular group stage. And this is Inferno. This has been picked by VG. Yesterday it worked super easy, 16-2 against Roar, but as we see already, 5POWER is delivering us a little bit of a stronger fight. That stronger fight so far goes well right now. We're going to take a look at the quick scoreboards. Yeah, QKA as well as Dubu doing a very good job for the Asian mixture, while on the other hand, if you're a little bit confused, Shanghai Force, that's Attacker, Nabaluan, that is actually Love YY. And those two individuals on the board, Attacker is the one to usually look out for, as he's that certain individual that can wreck them all very, very often. Because he, as an individual player, can come at you, rip your head off, and the other four teammates' head as well. So something to look out for is always him. But first of all, he's not in our focus. As the B-side aggression is coming down to Zoking, as well as Love YY. 38 more seconds, and those very delayed plays. It is not like Dobu was making too much noise, but now he wants to grab the aggressor. That is so smart from VG, as they exactly expect that player to lurk around there. First of all, though, Xia finds himself one. Soaking is back on the site. It shouldn't be too much of an issue to find him in a second, as he's low HP. But the smoke on CT is missing. That bomb's going down either way. And with that bomb going down either way, there's not much more to happen at that point. As this retake's going to be fairly tougher. Not that easy. Summer wants to find the player back in the dark with PTC. The Thailand player is doing it right together with QKA. 7-6. It's going to turn around right now to the tie. 7-7. Both of the teams are giving themselves nothing. They definitely want to find themselves a success so goddamn early. This guy drink vodka? What? No, I was out clubbing yesterday, but I didn't drink one sip because I'm casting today. So I'm a punctual, reliable, and good human being. And I would never let you down to watch VG versus Flash. I'm hella down, you're hopefully as well. First of all, Summer there on the op. Trying to make anything worth the buy in general for VG is very mixed. Now we're waiting to see that aggression work first of all. There goes at number 1 and the number 2. Freeman as well as Attacker finding themselves too. And that is making it a little bit harder for 5POWER. This is the final round of our half number 1. On our first map, Inferno, right away. Aggression's coming in here for connecting. Soaking has a good kind of idea to find himself too, and that is going to mean now PTC on his own. He has to do Usain Bolt back over onto the B site. The problem is he's taking a lot of time and he's speed hopping. He's doing it sideways. Admin, this is not allowed. You can't do this. You want to take some B-hop lessons? Can I get some? Oh, you're cheating anyway, kid. And so it's gonna be, in this case, Love YY taking him down. 8-7 it is. And the fully Chinese team, well, not fully Chinese, I have to correct myself before I get hate from any one of you. It's not fully Chinese. One of them is from Hong Kong, which is, how do you say? It's difficult to, it's a trading not trading. Let me look up the word, right? Because Handelsenklave. Okay, the word doesn't even exist like that in German. Even better. Yeah, but Hong Kong is kind of under Chinese regulation, but also they have their own government. And I think a few years back there were demonstrations against the Chinese government taking more control politically in Hong Kong. Either way. And as it goes, QKA hits the first one. This is 5POWER firing the entry onto Soaking. No utility left on any of those individuals over at VG.Flash. And that means the patience and the good plays need to make it work. Not a smoke wall in front of any of the defenders. And so VG still has time. VG still has a good opportunity. There goes one. Nicely done. Cabal finding himself somewhere. The B side being defended a little bit better right here now, and so it's getting a tricky situation. But a low HP Cabal could be found easily if there would be a QKA doing that so well. Cabal rips off another one, and another one to come in case the attacker doesn't go ham. He finds himself that one. Let's see if he can connect on any further. He thinks so well. Dobu, there's just a few seconds left, and to his right, he does the jump, finds himself. Cabal switches over to the USPS, and I don't want to say this is impossible. There, though, in the corner and grill, there's a Dobu standing. And that means 8-8, a tie secured. Caster called someone out for cheats. No, no, no. Don't you know that? Don't you know the meme of Foon? He's doing it sideways, admin. It's a classic. That's like Counter-Strike classic. If you did not watch ever the video of Foon back in CS 1.6, you directly end the stream, go on YouTube, and Google for Foon, okay? Because there's also the classic music. I don't want to redo it because that would be horribly cringe. Either way, 8-8 VG Gaming as well as 5POWER. Back tied up. And as there, the MP9 now striking, well done. Entry works, Freeman as well, so 2 frags have been found already. 2 players are also low HP on the other hand, but that is Freeman having the right kind of movement and idea. While the 5POWER lads are standing. Cabal, oh no, he dinks his own teammate there. And everyone of VG is far away from good HP. Head ripped off one, and Cabal seems like he's rather rotating off before he's going to be caught out. And I don't know how you feel. The worst thing in casting is when you have to sneeze because of hay fever. Imagine that would have been a sick round, and I've muted myself just twice, you've probably noticed. And then they would have sneezed the entire time. Life is hard, man. Life is hard. And with that hard life of 5POWER, nothing's going to come into their hands right now, weaponry-wise. We're going to see VG probably getting into the double digits fairly easy. And as it goes, PTC in close range in the apartments. Tries to find himself an entry here for 5POWER. Yeah, Freeman's not that into that for the first one. Another one to find. Fast he is right here. That allows attacker to get PTC. There he has the right positioning as well. Patience pays off. Not the second to find, interesting enough. Cabal is known though. There goes our double digits for VG Gaming. 5POWER not looking so strong, and their buy isn't the best one as well. And to answer your question, Caster, where are you from? I am from Germany. I don't know how this one guy says I'm from Argentina. No idea how that even makes sense. In the end, it's the buy. This one's more not promising. It's going to be the 11th one coming in for VG fairly early. And what I love the most about VG.Flash is what I saw yesterday. Their individual performance is just too good. First one to come in, second one to come in, third one to come in. They're all cleaning it up. As Love YY, as well as his teammate, is making it easily work. Now the buy is going to come in. You want to hear me sneeze? No, you don't. I sneeze like it's a goddamn tornado. And that tornado, well, does it strike over 5POWER? Or will the weather forecast surrounding PTC do it right? He has a good positioning. What a nice shot he's getting himself there. And that opens up opportunities for 5POWER. Fairly good opportunities. $60 seconds are left on the clock. The aggressors somehow need to find themselves a good entry towards any of the sites. Crack it open. Anyway. There they're rotating over to the B side. They're selling the fake right now to 5POWER. They hope that that will work out. The question is if that will be the case. Though on the other hand, there comes the aggression, and that's now making it harder. The site is easily taken, and that now opens up the 12th round, technically. That door is opened. Now you just have to pass through the gates. Let the defenders come at you and take them down one by one, because afterwards 5POWER will also have an economic fault, an economic disadvantage coming in. They're really hesitating right now, especially as they don't have a kit onto themselves. QKA, PTC, and Dobu to the two individuals. Showing the three individuals who want to do it there. Freeman has good control if everyone rotates over to Banana. There's one to come, and there's no PTC to die. The op stays alive, the lad who did the entry there. And so 12-8. They're happy. No, I don't say all those German. I do this later. I do this at the end of the game, okay? Then we talk a little German. Now, first of all, watch a little bit of Counter-Strike between VG and 5POWER after the Asian mix is so far not looking so successful. By the way, if you didn't know, 5POWER exists of 2 Chinese, 1 guy from Thailand, and 2 from Mongolia. They all speak English, by the way. As it comes to first, no problem for Love YY. The equipment is not the best there on the 5POWER to make much work, but you never know, those surprise moments with those ZZs. They can be fairly massive. There's Cabal trying his best with the P250. Getting himself only one, and so from behind. Sia's gonna try, the AWP's gonna be saved in the following up round, because you don't want to lose that $4,750 rifle. There comes first. Sia takes down just that bit of Love YY, as he's the individual to fall there in the end. And AK is being saved. There it goes, 13-8, 5-round difference, and we're seeing that VG is just 3 rounds away from the actual success, whilst the opponent is buying up once more. They got themselves an economy that they can once more make it work with. The question is if that's going to be the case. Ian says Inferno is high-key the best map. I feel you there. I feel you there. As it goes, the high-key best map. Well, in whose way will it go? Sia is playing a more aggressive and open angle to find information as early as possible towards Banana. Whilst that is the case, there comes one. That's perfectly done. PTC with his AWP finds himself one. And that's perfectly done in the end, as the re-aggression worked onto one. The AWP is still on the site. There's 55 seconds left, and 3 defenders are just waiting for the aggressors to come towards A, who are right now fast as possible, rotating over to take that advantage that there's only one single individual alive over at the site of B. But there Cabal comes. Is he fast enough to hold them up, though, is the question. Works with one, Cabal taken down in the end. And that just means the 14-8 is pretty much set at that moment. I'm not quite sure if PTC and Double will try it, but as the Thai player is so close, but whiffs his shot. That makes it just harder and harder. Clock running away from the 5POWER guys, and so they're running away from the site to avoid any guns lost. VG there's one to come. He finds it. Lovely done. Oh, PTC is whiffing that shot once more. What are you doing there? This could have easily allowed him to at least get one frag out of this. It's not hurting massively the terrorist economy. Maybe just for the stats, you know, maybe for the thrill. But now double op setup is coming out of the 5POWER site, as they know they're on the brink of losing this map, which, by the way, just to let you know, has actually been picked by VG.Flash. Next up is Train. And if that is going to work any better, now we're going to figure it out, because VG.Flash is fairly good on Train. They've played it 5 times out of 5 times. They won it 4. That's kind of a risk, you can say. Soak King together with the team, is trying to take a bit of control towards middle. First off, I'm going to see that a very defensive setup is coming in from 5POWER. They don't want to risk too much. They don't want to play aggressive in apartments because they should be aware that skill-wise and aim-wise, VG is a little bit better. The individual performance by some of them is just insane. I mean, for example, when we take a look at it, 2010, 1912, 1913, those are decent score lines. After 23 rounds, there comes now QKA finding himself Freeman. With that first frag done, it comes down to Xia if he can find himself anymore. He got a good angle onto one, flicks over. The good thing is Summer keeps his patience. It's not like he suddenly starts to shoot. Keeps his cool. The question is, will he find anything with that cool? Or will he just fall in the hands of the offer? He does take him down. Double kill coming in, Banana. Being maintained. That's just the number 9. And the number 9 that goes right now in favor of 5POWER. It's still not 100% secure how that one will end, but on the other side, yeah, you never know at that point in time. The AWP has done a simple job, but not the hardest, but a simple but a relevant job. This is something you need to see with AWPers. AWPers don't need to be those flick kind of players. They need to be consistent. If you have an AWPer who consistently hits his easy, normal shots, that's quite good and a good anchor for a team. And that's something we have just seen in this round. Xia, as well as Cabal, having a little bit of an issue with the Molotov here. No? Okay. He's just elevated. And as Counter-Strike, we know they never have buggy Molotovs. That one isn't buggy as well. Xia, though, now taking a bit of an aggressive angle towards Car. Oh, that's very, very tight. It's on the other side of the map. A 6 HP individual, though, finding Dobu. 2-man disadvantage. And that 2-man disadvantage making life harder and tougher for 5POWER as VG want to close this out as fairly soon as possible. Cabal shoots down another one low HP, so one spray and this could be fairly over, but PTC on the site. He doesn't have the right gun to spray around. And that means 14-9 will turn to a 15-9. How long is downtime between maps per stall? Around 5 to 10 minutes. Say something in Russian? I definitely will not. Not because I dislike Russians, just because I know the bad words in Russian. First of all, Xia, he knows the bad shots, but only onto one. So it's quite good one there to Soaking, but in the end it doesn't finish it off at the moment. And the buy of 5POWER down to a minimum. That's 15-9. It's looking fairly good. And VG is just around the way from taking success in their own map pick. Yeah, I don't know how it will feel there. And how it will go, especially on Train. Because, technically speaking, this is a map where VG can feel very comfortable, can do their stuff, you know, feel like they're actually the winners of this already. As confidence plays a big role. If you have seen those peaks sometimes, love YY as well as attack and take, then you see how good you can actually frag. A bit of the head scene. One step too close and suddenly your head is being ripped off, which means PTC with 20 HP is though successful in that duel as it was gotten a little bit of damage there towards the end. Now Xia, and though not hold the B side anymore, it means Love YY could try to find himself a bit of ground. Let's see if that works out as it gets a bit tighter. Nope. There's a bit of the corner in the smoke that exposes himself, and 5POWER with now 4 have still the opportunity to take that home. One to come. Back on the site. That is Dobo. He takes down one. Can't connect onto a second. From behind, there will be now especially Cabal coming in.
Bomb has been planted.
Cabal with that one. Coming down to only attacker. He sees one, reacts in time. That was a flick by the book. And so Cabal has to find himself, and that is going to be it. 15-10. And that's going to be 5POWER staying alive a minute or two. But if they can finish it off, it's a different story as Cabal finds himself the triple. It's allowing 5POWER to possibly go into overtime. Caster, I'm a guy, and your voice makes me... Okay, I'm not reading the end of that, but I guess that's a good to know. Thank you very much for that compliment. Yesterday at the club, a guy came at me as well, so... I'm not quite sure what to think of that now. Either way, 15-10. And VG Gaming once more with a buy coming in, though their money at least on 3 individuals, a little bit on the brink. A shot from Cabal through the smoke makes it work to find the entry in favor of 5POWER. 30 seconds have passed, one has been killed. Soaking and the rest. And this is now want to take the aggression towards the A site. That could fairly well work as 3 players are still back on B. But I'm quite sure they're going to sell this once more, making some noise, staying there in front of the site actually. Or do they go for the aggression? It would be a little bit surprising. VG should be aware that they're basically just allowing them to rotate for a very long time. Maybe they triple fake, you know, fake that they're faking, then they fake that they fake the fake. If you kind of feel what I mean. Either way, Summer is getting a little bit down on HP. Soaking finds himself the first one back down in pit, and that should be announced. While Soaking is getting taken there, Attacker's on his own. The spray doesn't make it work. QK as well as PTC on the double. And as the break has now been cancelled, now we're going to see Avicii either finishing this off or an overtime coming in. The question though will be, what will be the case? The A case, well, it's pretty much the last buy here for VG. There's no time to make any jokes and fool around anymore. There's a serious bit of concentration is now needed. That serious bit of concentration, the question is, will it also lead to success? Or did 5POWER just roar up their straight 6 engine or not? But they're patient, they're taking their time, they're taking a look on their watch and saying, okay, we still got a bit here and a bit there. What are we going to sell 5POWER this time? At that point in time, Xia boosted up there on the flower pots, whilst Summer and the rest of the team are now going for that aggression. Find himself the first, incredibly done there through the smoke. It is PTC falling and the tie player now down. Dobu might just do the major impact, can only do it onto one, but instantly gets refract there. In the end, 3 are alive. And the A site has to be taken, but the bomb is far away from the actual bomb site. Someone has to pick that up, because otherwise it gets a little bit tricky. Except you're playing a bit of deathmatch right here. You're running out of time. And the issue about this is that Attacker is down to 1. Soaking is on 100, but they got to do it together, and now as the time is ticking away, there's one player down, talking about the 1 HP player. There's coming though the refract down to 15, Soaking is. Cabal on his own could find the player jumping from the balcony. The question is, will that be the case? Flashbang pops, goes back on the side, makes the right jump. Cabal goes for the aggression, he doesn't even care. Smoke wall to be popped directly in front of him. And this is only one single individual holding it up right there for VG.Flash to pick up number 16 on Inferno. And so grand success to the Chinese team, and it ticks away. He has a kit. He plays the direct approach though, as he could have done it differently. Finds himself the first. There's one more to find to the right corner. There it goes, but he doesn't make it. Love YY hides behind the box and gets the work done. 16-11, and VG finding success on the first one. And with finding success on the first one, that was our map number 1. It was a little bit late starting, I know, but either way, we are going to see next up Train. To a little bit give you a picture, Train has been picked by 5POWER, and now I'm going to directly read from the HLTV page to give you exact statistics, so I don't want to lie to you. Both teams, one have played it 5 times, one have played it 6 times. 5 times, VG have played it. From those 5 times, they won it 4 out of 5 times. Whilst 5POWER played this map 6 times, they tied up 3-3, basically. Kind of worrying if you see it like that with a map pick, but either way, we're going to see VG and 5POWER perform in just a second on our second map. The only team from the group stage versus the invited lads of VG.Flash. We'll just be right back. See you in a second. My name is Sesh. Be ready for number 2.
LootBet, online esports betting. Dota, CSGO, Overwatch, Hearthstone, and many more. Bet on tournament matches or in-game events while viewing them live. Deposit using money, bitcoins, or even skins. Join LootBet now. Use the